So I'm going to start Florence Grace this evening. Oh, you're a good girl. Good girl. So it's 6 o'clock on the 6th of November. We're near the end of the first week of November, and I'm really quite excited because I'm really low concentration and I haven't finished a book for ages. But I set myself a goal to finish a book that I'd been reading, plus read another two, so it's quite ambitious considering that I hadn't actually finished a book for ages and ages and ages, even though I used to love reading loads. It's just the concentration this last lot of years hasn't allowed me to do so. So I'm really quite excited that I've almost finished this book. In fact, I'm just going to check. Page 301 out of 334 pages. Yay for me. So I'm sitting down here at 6 o'clock. I haven't had my dinner yet, but I've got an ASMR room on the TV. I've got a cup of coffee and a snack. Yeah, those are really good, those apple Danish snacks, really good. So I'm going to have that. I'm going to read one chapter of my book and I'm going to see if I can finish it either tonight or tomorrow. So I'm really, really, really excited. And my little cat has just come into the room. You want to see her? Hey, Bluebell. Hey, Pat. Oh, you're a good girl, aren't you? Oh, you're a lovely girl. Yeah. Bluebell is such a little miracle. She took acute kidney failure over a year ago now, and she was given 2 days to live. And now, a year and something later, her kidney failure went to chronic kidney failure, and she's on a special diet, and she's doing really, really well. Yes, you are. She's doing so well. She's such a wee sweetheart, such a gentle nature, such a good wee cat. She's just lovely. And I'm so pleased to have her every day with her as a bonus. She's trying to think what age she is. 7, 7.5, that kind of age, but she's doing so good. So good, so pleased with her. So she's coming up here to keep me company while I read, aren't you? Yeah, you're going to keep me company. Oh, you're a good girl. Good girl. Hey, good news. Finished the Geisha of Guion last night, as I said in the last clip. So I was really, really pleased to get that finished. I'll do a proper wrap up either at the end of this video or at the end of this reading vlog, or I'll do a separate wrap up for the end of the month. But now I have my 2 other books to decide which one I'm reading next. I was looking at these last night, and I'll say the next 2 books that I want to read in November is The Light Between Worlds and Florence Grace. So I was weighing up which one I wanted to start next. I really, really, really wanted to start The Light Between Worlds because that was the story from the back cover that was really, really grabbing my attention. But I know there's a sequel to this, and I know that if I read this and really enjoy it, I'm going to want to go on to the sequel and order the sequel, and Florence Grace will get left to the side. So the camera has probably shaken there because my cat has just jumped up behind it. Bluebell, good girl. You saying hello? Yeah. So I've decided, yeah. What do you think? You think I should read this one, don't you? Bluebell. Go on. Right, okay. Bluebell, you can't keep rubbing your head on the camera. Good girl. Right. Okay. So I've decided, I say I do really want to read this one, but I'm not going to, because I know if I read it and enjoy it, I'm going to want to order the sequel straight away. So I'm going to leave that one for now, and I'm going to start Florence Grace. So I'm going to start that this evening. This is the end of the first week in November. I'll do another. Still. Bluebell, come on away from the camera. Good girl. Yeah, so I'm going to start Florence Grace, and I'll do another, just keep you posted in this reading vlog as to how I'm getting on with it. So I'm going to start Florence Grace this evening. Really looking forward to it. And oh, so excited to have finished one book this month, getting on to the next one. Yeah, so I'm going to start this tonight. Right, it's the 1st of December now, and this is still November's reading vlog. But that's okay, because there's a couple of things I still want to do before I wrap this video up. One is I want to see how much I get read this afternoon of Florence Grace. I didn't get on to The Light Between Worlds, but that's scheduled for December now, which might be really nice because I get the feeling it might be a wee bit Christmassy. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I have managed to read, well, considering, remember again that I have low concentration, I have managed to read a good little bit for me of Florence Grace. Now, I'm on page 121. Okay, so I'm going to have a go now and sit and read it. I'm going to put an ASMR room on the television. I found a really good one last night. It was a cafe with rain going on outside, a really cozy cafe, and there was like very, very, very light jazz music playing in the background, and a really cozy cafe, really cozy atmosphere to it. So I'm going to try and find that, put that back on the television and read this. At page 121, I'll let you know where I finish off today, because whatever I finish today, that's what I'm going to put in for what I read in November. So yeah, we'll see how I get on with this today. And later on this afternoon, I'm going to make a nut roast. I got the ingredients at the weekend to make a nut roast for Christmas, because with being vegan, I'm not eating turkey, so I'm going to make a nut roast for Christmas Day for myself and my parents that I hope to see on Christmas Day, so that will be really, really good. Yeah, I'll not go through the whole thing of what all the ingredients are in the nut roast. If anybody's interested, let me know, I can do a video on that. But I'll just let you see the nut roast. The process, the kitchen will just look like it's been raided, but sure, it's all good fun and I love cooking. So I'm going to take you along on that too. But right now I'm going to get started at Florence Grace. Okay. I've just been reading for a while and now I'm downstairs in the kitchen. I'm going to start my nut roast, so I'll let you see the ingredients for that. So here we have everything I'm going to use for the nut roast. I've got bread over there in the corner. There's 3 different types of nuts. There's chestnuts, hazelnuts and pine nuts. These are chia seeds in the middle, which I use actually in place of an egg. You soak 1 tablespoon of chia seeds to 3 tablespoons of water. Gives you the equivalent of using 1 egg. So if you're vegan, that's a good tip. Let it soak for about 15 minutes and you can use that as an egg replacement. Marmite, salt and pepper, seasoning, sage, mixed herbs and butter. Well, it's sunflower spread, 3 onions, cook an apple, and that's it. I'm going to make this nut roast. I love making it. It's a bit of work involved in it, but it's really good. So these are my chia seeds after they've been soaking, maybe for about 10 minutes or so. You can see they've actually just started to become jelly-like. I'm just going to let it sit maybe another 5 minutes and it just absorb more of that water. And it just, I say, it works perfectly in place of an egg. So this is the finished nut roast. It is done in 3 layers. The top and the bottom layer are the same, and then it's stuffed with the chestnut and apple stuffing in the middle. And I'll insert a photograph of what the finished product looks like on the plate from one that I made before. Finished nut roast. Once it's made, it actually needs to go into the oven for half an hour, but I don't put it into the oven for half an hour because it's not getting, we're not eating it to Christmas, so it'll now be packed away, put in the freezer tomorrow and lifted out on Christmas Eve, and we will have nut roast. Hi everyone, it is the 3rd of December today. Just finishing up this November reading vlog, which I kind of need to do because it is December. And I'll be doing a video about what I want to read in December. I didn't get on as well as I would have liked to. That said, I've got along a lot better than I have all year, and maybe even for a few years, because as I said in my other videos, I suffer from low concentration. In part that's to do with the trauma I've had in my life and etc. But I have read more than what I have done for quite a while, so I'm really pretty pleased with that, and I'm going to start and build on that hopefully in December. So just gonna, I had been watching some other YouTuber, I can't remember who it was, but this person was saying that really with reading, there's this whole thing about trying to read as much as possible instead of just enjoying the book for what it is and to really savour each word. I don't think you get the enjoyment out of books, you don't get the full atmosphere of a book if you skim read or you try to get through it as quickly as possible. So that's what I'm trying to do. No, I'm focusing on enjoying the whole reading process rather than just, oh, I must get through this, I must get through this, I must get through that. But on the plus side, I'm just going to bring you up to date with what I did accomplish in November. At the start of November, I had about half of the Geisha of Gion by Mineko Awazaki read. So I finished that book. So I reckon I read of that book from the start of November now, I read about 150 pages, something like that. I must actually keep a note for December of the exact page count. So that was good. I finished that. I did a separate review of that. You can go and look at that too. I would give that a 2.5 to 3 star read. It's good if you want to learn a little bit about Japanese culture, also a little bit about the geisha way of life. Very interesting. So then I started Florence Grace by Tracy Rees. I haven't got as far into that as I would like, but I'm so enjoying it. It's such a good read. Now, I did a review of her debut novel, Amy Snow, which has a little picture there of Amy Snow. I did a review of that. I really enjoyed Amy Snow, but this is even better. This is real. I'm hoping it doesn't disappoint me. Sometimes books start off really well, and then it's like the author doesn't know how to finish them off. So I'm hoping that's not going to be the case with this book because it's got off to a really good start. I'm on page 153 of 535, so it's quite a tome. But I have read 150 odd pages of it, so I'm really pleased at just having that, of achieving that. I can't impress upon you enough just how much of an achievement that is for me. To go from not really being able to concentrate on one page for a good lot of years to being able to read that amount. So it's encouraged me to carry on. Plus it's a cracking story, so I'm really enjoying that. That's the wrap up really for November. It's not much of a wrap up because it's like a half a book and a bit of a book kind of thing. But altogether I've probably read 250 pages, something like that. So that is such an achievement for me to read in a month. That's almost a book. So yeah, I'll build on that. I'll do a separate video on what I want to read in December, and I'll put that up next week. And also I'm hoping to put an art video up next week too, so stay tuned for that. I really hope you enjoyed this reading vlog, and of course little Bluebell, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.